Come on. Come on.
It's how you might imagine Jane Goodall to be.
Stop screaming at me.
We just met and were setting up, but the famed naturalist was more focused on a visit from a robin
There you are.
than our camera crew.
Oops, hello, bee.
She first learned about the bees and, yes, the birds here at her childhood home in Bournemouth, England. You grew up looking out on this garden, dreaming of another world.
Yep, I did.
And she found it in the Gombe rainforest of Tanzania, where her groundbreaking work studying chimpanzees in the 1960s made her a National Geographic cover girl. At age 87, she can still be found on the front of magazines and running a conservation empire. Her Jane Goodall Institute, dedicated to protecting wildlife and the environment, has chapters in 24 countries. And there's Roots and Shoots, a program to engage youth around the world. Goodall's own fascination with animals started when she was a kid, spending hours in this tree with library books.
I read Tarzan up there. There was no TV back then. That's when my dream began. I'll go to Africa, live with animals, write books about them. That was it. No intention of being a scientist, because girls didn't do that sort of thing.
She started as a secretary, then landed a job as an assistant to paleoanthropologist Louis Leakey. He was on the lookout for a, quote, fresh pair of eyes and fiery spirit.
I clearly was passionate. I clearly had an understanding of animals, and he felt that women might be better in the field, that we might be more patient. Also, he wanted somebody who hadn't been to college, so he wanted an unbiased mind.
Leakey raised money for Goodall to spend 6 months in the jungle studying chimpanzees in Tanzania. Little was known about them at the time. So these were your earliest observations? Goodall filled stacks of journals with notes.
I transcribe these every night.
Wow, look at this, 37, 38, 39, 40. Every minute you were noting the behavior. Yes. Crucially, she witnessed the chimps fashioning and using tools, something believed until then was unique to humans. Did you realize that what you were seeing was so extraordinary?
I knew that it was going to make a huge impact. In fact, a lot of people refused to believe it. Why should they believe this young girl? She hadn't even been to college.
But editors at National Geographic were intrigued.
They sent a photographer, cameraman, Hugo van Lauwijk. And when his film started doing the rounds, showing the chimps using little twigs to fish for termites, they had to believe.
There was a directive from National Geographic to not only focus on the chimpanzees, but for Hugo to focus on you.
I know.
Did that bother you?
Well, it was frustrating, but, oh, Jane, I want you washing your hair. Oh, could you wash it again? I didn't get the light right.
This is funny. In a wilderness boudoir, Miss Goodall lathers her blonde hair with water pure enough to drink.
It put me in a limelight that I did not want. But then there was all this press about, oh, she's only, got money from the Geographic because she's got nice legs and things.
Did you feel objectified?
It was just a different world. And so, well, if it's my legs, truly, that have helped me get money to study the chimps, thank you, legs.
That photographer became her husband, and they had a son together. And in her decades-long study, those chimps also became much more to her.
Ollie, grumpy old JB, Flo with little Flint.
It's almost like you're showing me family photos.
Yeah, I know.
Chimpanzees share 99% of humans' DNA. The difference, Goodall points out, is the development of our intellect.
Which makes it utterly absurd that this most intellectual of all creatures on the planet is destroying its only home.
That's your mission now.
Yes, the effects of climate change, the hurricanes, the typhoons, the flooding, the fires. So the key important thing is to give people hope that we can get through, because if you don't have hope, why bother?
She's written a new book on hope and calls it a survival guide for trying times. It's part of her race to reach as many people as possible.
This planet, it doesn't have infinite natural resources. They're finite. They can come to an end. So what's going to happen if we carry on with business as usual?
Pre-pandemic, Goodall says she was on the road 300 days a year. Now she lectures and holds meetings from her room in the attic. Virtual Jane, as she calls herself. Do you want to be this busy?
No.
Really?
No.
Why do you do it?
Because there's a message to get out, and I'm getting older, and there's less time left ahead of me, and the world's falling to pieces.
You feel this urgency?
Yes, I do.
It means a lot of talking.
Have another sip.
She says whiskey soothes her vocal cords.
I don't want to turn into a couch potato.
A daily walk soothes pretty much everything else.
You can't just sit all day. It's ridiculous.
I can't imagine that you've ever sat all day.
Not really, no. Hello, seagulls.
Here along the English Channel, it's again clear she's drawn to the natural world, but protecting that means shifting her attention.
So now I have to speak to bankers and lawyers, CEOs and politicians.
What do you say?
I tell them stories, I try and reach the heart. People have to change from within.
And that change, Goodall says, can start small.
Everybody can do something. I mean, when you go shopping, you can ask yourself, did this product harm the environment when it was made? Was it cruel to animals? Is it cheap? Why is it cheap? Is it cheap because of unfair wages?
You're asking people to do a lot.
Well, why not? If they care about the future, especially if they've got children, you don't have to do it all. You know, even if you just pick one thing, like eating less meat, you just do something.